Hi friends, you'll notice this is different background. Yeah, I did it. Y'all were enough about it that, yeah, I can't say that. I'm just trying it out. Okay, I hear you. I really like the book background. I just do. But there are enough people that specifically didn't care for that and they missed this one. So I'm giving it a shot. We'll see how it goes. But for now, here you go. So I've been brewtubing now for about 2 years. Brewtubing being the word for YouTubing about home brewing. And I've learned quite a bit over that time. I mean, I started with nothing, with nothing at all. I think I downloaded Premiere Pro like 2 weeks before I published my first video. Today on Let's Wine About It, we're gonna make my famous apple pie wine, which is also not famous. So anyway, my point is I've learned a lot. And so if you are considering starting a brewtubing channel or just a YouTube channel in general, I have some advice here, some things I've learned that might be helpful for you, hopefully, or not. So let's get into it. Number 1, ignore the haters. This is pretty common advice and it's common sense. People say it all the time, but it's one thing to hear it and go, okay, yeah, of course. It's another thing to actually do it. It is much harder to ignore people when they insult you, insult your channel, otherwise attack you for what you're doing or try to make you feel stupid. The gut instinct is to react, is to show them that they're wrong. But the wisdom here is that you cannot do it, or you should not do it. Just ignore them. When I was just getting started with the channel, I had posted a video on how to make mead to the mead subreddit. Now, in fairness, I should not have created that video at the time that I did. I really didn't know enough about mead making. Nevertheless, I posted the video, and there was positive reaction, but then there was this guy that was really mean and just was going after me, and I responded in kind, and we were both downvoted. For people that are just being hateful and trying to make you feel bad about yourself or your YouTube channel, ignore them, because people will see that and respect it. Now, there's a potential misunderstanding here. I'm not saying to ignore solid or genuinely motivated criticism. And that leads to my next bit of advice. 2, listen to your critics. So just like we have a gut reaction to respond to hate with hate, to make them feel the way they made you feel, our gut reaction when being criticized is to react defensively. Okay, and I'm not like assuming this holier than thou position. I've been there before and I will be there in the future. But what I've realized is that the only way to really grow and get better in any substantial amount is to listen to other people's critiques of your work. Because as I've said before in other contexts, you can only see so far on your own. And you may think that the X, Y, or Z aspect of your work is great, but it may not be. And the only way to find out is to listen to other people when they tell you. Now, that's not to say that you just accept everything people say, because people sometimes say contradictory things. So you'd be in a logically inconsistent situation if you just listen to everything. Run it through your own reasoning abilities, but try to be objective as much as you can. Often, people's critiques are on the money. I'm not Jesus, and neither are you. So stay humble. Number 3, to become the master, you have to start as the fool. We all want to be like our heroes, okay? So if you're starting a YouTube channel, you want it to be like the one that inspired you to make the channel. Usually that's how it works. For me, that was City Steading Brews. I wanted to have their presentation style to be as smooth as they were on camera, to have it flow as nicely as their videos usually flow. But that's not how it works. To become someone who is an expert and who does really, really well in any field, even YouTube, you gotta begin looking like a fool. And honestly, I think I can at least say for myself, that's where I started. The how to make apple pie wine. That's a good one, man. And it's a beautiful case in point because I just got in front of the camera and just did it. But that's the only way to start, is to start at the beginning. To become the master one day, you gotta be okay being the fool right now. It's how everybody gets there. Again, unless you're Jesus. And the goal is progress, not perfection. So if my audio isn't as great as JonTron's, or if I don't have the time or the skill to edit my videos as well as Curtis Connor does with his millions of followers, that's okay. That is okay. If my goal is to get there one day, I will. But that's a day in the future. It's not today, and that's okay. Number 4, always try new things. Edit your videos differently. Try out new graphics, new title screens, new background music. Change the background. Change the presentation style. Try new things on every aspect of your videos. Turn those dials, those knobs, constantly. Now, why? Because that's the only way you're gonna learn what works, is to experiment. There's no book you can look into ahead of time and learn how to have a great YouTube channel for you, because everybody's YouTube channel is different. You're doing unique stuff. So to discover the best way of presenting your material, you gotta just experiment and see what works. It's trial and error. That holds for most things in life, not just the YouTube channel. Some of it will not work. Maybe most of it won't work. But even if you walk away with 10% of that stuff being great, that's the only way to get that 10%, and you hang on to it and leave the rest. So right now I'm trying out a new presentation. Oh, why can't I say that word? So right now I'm trying out a new presentation style, as you know. Okay, it's a narrative style, doing the most type-esque thing. And I like it, and I think it's working out. But again, this is just me experimenting. Okay, I'm moving around, I'm trying different stuff, getting a feel for things, and that's what you should do with your YouTube channel too. In general, never allow yourself to stop growing. Be content with where you're at, but don't stay where you're at. Keep on pushing, keep on grinding, keep on making those videos, and every time it gets better. And every time you grow, and every time you learn something new. And that's kind of, I think, what life is all about, but we don't want to go to that level of generality. This is just the YouTube thing. Just grow and do new things, try new things, and have fun, because life is too short not to be happy and having fun with stuff. Finally, this isn't really a bit of advice. It is just, however, something I have learned is that I love doing this, and I'm never going to stop. I leave to Oxford in 3.5 months. And then my entire life is going to change more drastically than it ever has before. I have got lots of wonderful things ahead of me for which I am extraordinarily grateful. But I'm going to keep the YouTube thing going, okay? I plan to become a professor, and I see this as an awesome way of presenting material to a wider audience. So wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing, I will find a way to do the YouTube thing, because it's just so enriching for me. And I hope that comes across in my videos and in my excitement. I hope you get it. And I trust that you do. I do think you know that. Thank you to all of the people who've been here this whole time, or if you just got here, hello. I'm happy you're here. YouTube is a great venue to grow and learn stuff, and to grow as a person, not just to grow your channel. And I think that is the ultimate lesson, is that you can grow as a person here too. Thank you for watching, friends. Watch all the videos, watch all my stuff, and have a wonderful day.